Gordian III, also known as Marcus Antonius Gordianus, was the ruler of the Roman Empire from 238 to 244 AD. He holds the distinction of becoming the youngest sole emperor of the unified Roman Empire at the tender age of 13. Gordian's lineage can be traced back to his parents, Antonia Gordiana and Junius Balbus. Unfortunately, his father passed away before 238 AD. Antonia Gordiana, Gordian's mother, was the daughter of Emperor Gordian I and the younger sister of Emperor Gordian II. Not much information is available regarding his early life prior to his ascension to the throne. In 235 AD, a significant event took place when Emperor Alexander Severus was assassinated in Moguntiacum, the capital of the Roman province Germania Superior. This event led to the rise of Maximinus Thrax, who was acclaimed as the new emperor. However, over time, opposition against Maximinus began to grow within the Roman Senate and among the majority of the population in Rome. In 238 AD, a rebellion erupted in the Africa province, where Gordian's grandfather and uncle, Gordian I and II, were proclaimed as joint emperors. Unfortunately, this uprising was swiftly suppressed within a month by Capellianus, the governor of Numidia and a staunch supporter of Maximinus Thrax. Delivering original content, the Senate, displaying its animosity towards Maximinus by backing the Gordiani, elected Pupienus and Balbinus as co-emperors. These senators were unpopular figures, prompting the Senate to elevate Marcus Antonius Gordianus to the position of Caesar. Maximinus, in a swift move to confront the Senate's newly chosen emperors, encountered difficulties as his army marched through the harsh Alpine winter. Upon reaching Aquileia and facing a shortage of supplies, Maximinus laid siege to the city. After 4 weeks, his demoralized army mutinied, and the Legio II Parthica assassinated him. Despite Maximinus' demise, the situation for Pupienus and Balbinus was doomed from the outset, marked by popular uprisings, discontent within the military ranks, and a massive fire that engulfed Rome in June 238 AD. The following month, the Praetorian Guard killed Pupienus and Balbinus, leading to Gordian being declared the sole emperor. Considering Gordian's young age, the imperial governance was entrusted to the aristocratic families, who exerted control over Rome's affairs through the Senate. In 240 AD, a revolt led by Sabinianus erupted in the African province but was swiftly suppressed. In 241 AD, Gordian married Furia Sabinia Tranquillina, the daughter of the newly appointed Praetorian prefect, Timesitheus. As the head of the Praetorian Guard and the emperor's father-in-law, Timesitheus quickly assumed the role of de facto ruler of the Roman Empire. During Gordian's reign, the empire experienced devastating earthquakes, so powerful that entire cities and their inhabitants were swallowed by the ground. In response to these cataclysmic events, Gordian consulted the Sibylline books. By the 3rd century, the borders of the Roman Empire grew vulnerable to the incursions of Germanic tribes residing across the Rhine and Danube rivers, while the Sassanid Empire situated along the Euphrates intensified its own assaults. When the Sassanians, led by Shapai, invaded Mesopotamia, the young emperor took decisive action by mobilizing a sizable army and, for the final time in Roman history, opening the Temple of Janus. The Sassanids were eventually repelled across the Euphrates and suffered a defeat in the Battle of Ricina in 243 AD. The military campaign proved successful, and Gordian, who had joined the army, contemplated launching an invasion into the enemy's territory. However, his plans were disrupted by the mysterious death of his father-in-law, Timesitheus. Without Timesitheus, both the campaign and the emperor's safety were jeopardized. In light of the triumph in battle, Gordian celebrated and boasted about his achievements to the Senate. In this critical juncture, Gaius Julius Priscus and later his brother Marcus Julius Philippus, commonly known as Philip the Arab, assumed the role of Praetorian prefects. Gordian initiated a second campaign, but in February 244 AD, the Sassanians fiercely resisted, obstructing the Roman advance towards Ctesiphon. The subsequent fate of Gordian remains uncertain. According to Sassanian accounts, the Battle of Misische occurred, resulting in a significant Roman defeat and the death of Gordian III. One perspective suggests that Gordian perished at Zither, potentially murdered by his disillusioned army, while Philip's involvement remains unknown. Scholarly analyses lean towards the Sasanian version, acknowledging its shortcomings but regarding it as more reliable than the Roman narrative. Controversy also surrounds the disposition of Gordian's body. According to David S. Potter, Philip transported the deceased emperor's body to Rome and arranged for his deification. On the other hand, Edwell, Doggen, and Liu propose that Philip had Gordian buried at Zither after the unsuccessful campaign against the Sassanids. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel.